I broke Taylor's chair with the weight I gained from her sourdough. Good gut health, though.
It's true love.
Love you.
1 minute it's carbs, the next it's couture chaos. The Kelce-Swift saga never sleeps. First up, Travis Kelce confesses that Taylor Swift's sourdough obsession packed on so much love weight, it literally took out a chair. Travis then turns up at NFL honors in an outfit so loud, the internet had no choice but to roast him.
So happy for you, bro. That's amazing.
The spotlight shifts again as Travis casually hints that wedding plans with Taylor are very real and very close.
How many kegs of garage beer will be at that reception?
Man, I can't even count that.
Meanwhile, behind the scenes, Taylor is reportedly rethinking whether Blake Lively should even make the guest list. Over on the sports side, Taylor surprises everyone with a subtle but meaningful reaction to Travis's viral golf moment.
Are you kidding me? I think Taylor Swift's going to write a song about that one.
And now, the countdown ends today as Taylor drops her highly anticipated Opalite music video. Travis Kelce is living his best life and apparently paying for it with busted furniture and tighter jeans. The Chief star casually admitted that his recent weight gain wasn't from off-season bulking or late-night cheat meals, but from Taylor Swift's homemade sourdough turning his kitchen into a 24/7 bakery situation. Somewhere between loaf number who knows what and just one more slice, a chair reportedly gave up the fight, and honestly, that chair never stood a chance.
You know how they do best in show for like dogs where they like trot them out? And, like, they do it for like horses too? Oh, shit. You good?
Taylor's gonna kill me.
Travis took it all in stride, joking that while the sourdough may have added a few pounds, it's doing wonders for his gut health. Athlete logic, but make it domestic.
I broke Taylor's chair with the weight I gained from her sourdough. Good gut health, though.
It's true love.
Love you.
The whole moment had peak married energy vibes even though the wedding hasn't happened yet. Those around them see it as the most on-brand flex ever, a Super Bowl champ getting taken out by artisanal bread made by a global pop icon. Taylor's baking era is no secret to anyone in her orbit. She's been deep in her sourdough phase for a while now, gifting loaves to friends like some kind of flour-covered fairy godmother. This isn't basic bread either. We're talking blueberry lemon, cinnamon swirl, cinnamon raisin, and probably a loaf that emotionally understands you.
The sourdough's taken over my life in a huge way. I'm really talking about bread 60% of the time now. It's
Sources joke that bread has basically become her love language, and Travis is the very willing taste tester who never says no. Friends recall that during a past podcast appearance, Taylor openly leaned into her love for old-school hobbies, laughing about how her interests belong in another century.
It's like, I'd say all my hobbies could be categorized as like hobbies you could have had in the 1700s.
She admitted that her baking obsessions rotate every few months, but this sourdough chapter fully took over her life.
I have a different baking obsession every 6 months.
I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Right now, we're very deep in a sourdough obsession that has taken over my life.
Travis, meanwhile, was described as openly smug about his situation, clearly aware he's winning at life. And while that cozy carb-loaded domestic glow was still hanging in the air, Travis Kelce stepped out and reminded everyone that his off-field chaos doesn't stop in the kitchen. It follows him straight onto the NFL honors stage. The Chiefs tight end showed up to the glitzy ceremony, rocking an outfit that insiders swear was loud enough to speak for itself, even though he barely needed to. Snakeskin vibes, statement shades, and pure, I dressed myself with confidence energy had fans instantly spiraling. Social media did what it does best, and within minutes, people were clowning him for being impossible to miss, while also questioning every fashion decision that led to that moment.
So happy for you, bro. That's amazing.
Some compared him to someone running a sketchy cologne booth in a mall. Others joked that his brother Jason somehow managed to look normal standing right next to him, which might be the harshest burn of all. Despite the fit-stealing attention, Travis didn't walk away with the big Walter Payton Man of the Year honor, which went to Bobby Wagner instead. He still had a brief moment on stage as Kansas City's team winner, but the internet was far more focused on the outfit than the award logistics. Taylor Swift skipped the ceremony entirely, leaving Travis to face the cameras, the jokes, and the memes solo, which honestly may have been a strategic decision. Behind the jokes, there's some real football tension bubbling. Travis is still weighing whether he's got one more season left in him after a rough year that saw the Chiefs miss the playoffs for the first time in forever. The return of offensive coordinator Eric Bieniemy is reportedly a big factor, pulling him back toward one last ride, especially considering some of Travis's most dominant seasons happened under that system.
I can't wait to see him back in the building, man. He's one of my favorite coaches of all time, one of my favorite people of all time. I've had so many unbelievable, growing moments under him as a player, as a person.
Retirement rumors haven't gone away, but neither has the itch to compete. And with that same larger-than-life energy still swirling around him, Travis Kelce casually pivots from football soul-searching to what might be the most important logistics of his life, the wedding bar situation. The man is making one thing crystal clear ahead of his big day with Taylor this summer in Rhode Island: nobody is leaving thirsty. When asked what guests can expect at the reception, Travis reportedly all but confirmed that his own beer brand, Garage Beer, will be flowing like it's trying to win a hydration award. He joked that counting the number of kegs would require math skills he simply refuses to access, which honestly tracks.
How many kegs of Garage Beer will be at that reception?
Man, I can't even count that.
Apparently, this revelation came as Travis rolled into a Super Bowl party tied to his podcast, moving through fans, signing autographs, and generally acting like the mayor of good vibes. Him and his brother Jason were soaking in the chaos together, while eagle-eyed fans noticed a framed throwback photo of Taylor performing at a Super Bowl weekend event, casually sitting in the background. Subtle flex? Absolutely. Accidental shrine? Maybe. Either way, the internet clocked it immediately. The wedding itself is already shaping up to be peak Kelce-Swift energy. Sources say the engagement last year had both families fully in their feelings, with happy tears, toasts, and zero unnecessary drama. Friends reportedly kept things intimate, stopping by with small gifts and big excitement, which feels very on brand for a couple that somehow balances global fame with cozy vibes. Travis is said to have gone all in on the engagement ring too, choosing a vintage-style diamond that insiders described as timeless but still bold, much like the man himself. And just when it feels like the wedding planning vibes are all fun, fizz, and fairy lights, the guest list suddenly becomes a whole different kind of stress test. Taylor is now seriously rethinking whether Blake Lively should even be on the invite list, and not because of seating charts or menu drama. The hesitation reportedly comes from the sheer chaos that could erupt if Blake's name ends up attached to the event. Taylor is worried that inviting her could flip the wedding from intimate celebration to full-blown media circus in under 5 minutes, and that's not exactly the aesthetic she's going for. For years, Blake was practically glued to Taylor's inner circle, the kind of friendship that screamed late-night FaceTimes and inside jokes no one else was allowed to understand. But the dynamic quickly shifted last year when Blake's ongoing legal situation with Justin Baldoni started pulling Taylor's name into places it really didn't belong. The moment Taylor's private involvement became public adjacent, things reportedly went from awkward to icy fast. Taylor felt deeply uncomfortable seeing her personal messages and connections become part of public court chatter, describing it as a serious boundary violation. Apparently, communication between the two has been minimal for a while now. They might have exchanged the occasional polite text, but the days of deep, meaningful conversations are on pause. Trust, according to people close to the situation, took a hit, and Taylor responded the only way she knows how when lines get crossed, by stepping back and locking things down emotionally. It's not about bad blood so much as self-preservation. And while all that wedding guest list tension quietly simmers in the background, Travis reminds everyone he's still collecting main character moments in entirely different sports. This time, the chaos unfolds on a golf course in Arizona, where Travis decides to treat the famously unhinged stadium hole like it's just another Sunday. He steps up at the Waste Management Phoenix Open with thousands of fans packed around him, noise levels already disrespectful, and then casually sends a clean iron shot landing just a few feet from the pin. Instant mayhem. The crowd loses its mind, and Travis soaks it all in by busting out an air guitar celebration like he just won a playoff game instead of a friendly pro-am. The clip spreads fast, bouncing from golf fans to football fans to people who don't care about sports but care deeply about Travis Kelce doing Travis Kelce things.
It looks pretty good from there.
I think he's looking a little right. Oh, is it drawing? Oh my God! Are you kidding me?
I think Taylor Swift's going to write a song about that one.
And then comes the plot twist no one expected but everyone noticed. Taylor Swift, who treats social media likes like rare collectibles, quietly taps that little heart on the video. No caption, no commentary, no dramatic announcement. Just one subtle like that somehow says everything. Fans immediately clocked it as a big deal because Taylor doesn't casually interact with random clips unless she really means it. To many, it felt like a proud partner moment slipping through the cracks, unfiltered and very real. The ripple effect was immediate. Patrick Mahomes jumps online with a hype-filled post tagging Travis, complete with chaotic emojis that sent Chiefs fans spiraling into full detective mode. For a hot minute, people were convinced it was a coded message about football plans. Sources say Mahomes quickly clarified it was about the golf shot, not a secret playbook reunion, but the brief panic said everything about how closely Travis's every move is watched. And while that single tap on a golf clip still has fans zooming in for meaning, Taylor Swift is already switching lanes and casually dropping her next big pop culture move. Her next music video is officially locked in, and Swifties are already vibrating at frequencies only countdown clocks can trigger. A sparkly blue timer quietly popped up on her website this week, which in Taylor world basically counts as a siren, fireworks, and a handwritten note all at once. The clock reveals that the video for her next single, Opalite, lands on streaming platforms first, with YouTube getting in a little later, because why not keep everyone slightly stressed? This strategy isn't random at all. Taylor is playing chess, not checkers, making sure those early views actually count toward chart domination. Fans immediately clocked that this rollout feels different, and different is Taylor's favorite flavor. Swifties, of course, had already convinced themselves something was coming because they are part fan base, part FBI unit. The filming happened months ago in London, with familiar famous faces popping up, and the vibe leans nostalgic, festive, and suspiciously sparkly. That's all for this video, folks. We'll see you next time.